I invite you to receive these words of invocation. On this day of celebrated accomplishment, we are filled with gratitude, thankful that our diverse paths have been brought together, thankful for the friends that have journeyed with us, for the families that have supported us, for dedicated faculty and committed administration. As we step off this stage into the play of life, may our knowledge be coupled with wisdom, that we might impact the world for the better. May we be filled with continued wonder and compassion, that we might enrich the lives of those around us. Enable us to explore and embrace, so that the play of life might resonate with peace. In the gift of love we pray. Amen.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, members of the board, fellow faculty, staff, family and friends, and graduates, welcome to the celebration of Convocation at the University of Law. I'd like to also extend a special welcome this afternoon to our Convocation speaker and candidate for the title of University Professor Emeritus, Dr. Barry Smith, who will be introduced to you formally in a moment. I'm going to introduce the Provost and Vice President of Academics of the University, and I'm privileged to have the honor of opening this ceremony on behalf of the University. I would like to officially congratulate you, all graduates, on your momentous achievement. I hope you will join me in thanking the many people, family, friends, and mentors who have supported, encouraged, and assisted you in the pursuit of your studies. Today, we mark the end of one chapter of your lives and the beginning of the new one. You made it here today through years of effort and hard work. Now, it's time to turn toward other goals and the new challenges of increasing complexity and impact. Your journey of learning did not begin here at Club, nor does it end here today. If anything, it builds upon your experiences of the last few years to become more arduous, more enlightening, more productive, and more fulfilling. You came here to develop the possibilities and resources of your own minds. You came here to change your lives, to devote some time to learning essential skills and acquiring knowledge, to challenge yourselves and extend your capabilities. Here, in our community of scholars, you have the freedom to learn about the world and to learn about yourself. We hope you learned a great deal about how you will fit into and affect the world. We hope you see your path more clearly and that you see how your contributions on that path can lead to a better world. We have tried to help you prepare by opening your eyes to ideas you might want to encounter, cultures of which you are unaware, perspectives that complement and sometimes contrast with your own. We have tried to help you think critically, to reject simplistic answers to complex questions, and to refuse the empty satisfaction of half-truths and partial solutions. Ultimately, we have shared with you one fundamental lesson. There is always more to learn. It's now up to you to start applying that lesson and those skills. We send you forth as representatives of the University of Guelph. We know you will make us proud, and we hope you're proud to wear the Guelph name. As you probably noticed, even when we were first applying to universities, we eagerly call attention to the exploits of our graduates. Be one of those people whose accomplishments we treasure. Be someone who makes a mark on the world. Someone who demonstrates the power and the potential of higher education. Take this responsibility seriously, because to quote my favorite state president, the West Wing's Jed Bartlett, decisions are made by those who show up. So now I say to you graduates, flushed with the pride and powers of the finest education we know how to provide, show up. Show up in your own lives and live them critically, live them wisely. Show up in the lives of others, family, friends, and strangers, and make them better, directly or indirectly, however you can. Show up in the world, not just as pictures on Facebook, but as someone who makes a difference, even if that difference is harder to discern and doesn't go viral on YouTube. Most especially, show up as active, aware, caring citizens of your country, your city, your world. And this week, that includes voting in our provincial election. Wherever your future leads you, please don't forget that even though you may no longer be on campus, you are still a part of our community. Your association with Guelph, like the journey of learning, is lifelong. We hope you will feel welcome to return from time to time to share your accomplishments and experiences with fellow alumni, your former professors, and future students who will follow in your footsteps. And so once again, I bid you welcome. Enjoy this ceremony. Take pride in what it represents, and remember all of those who have helped to make this day possible. I offer you my personal congratulations and your best wishes.
On the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my great honor to present to you Dr. Barry Smith with the distinction of University Professor Emeritus. Dr. Smith is one of the world's leading authorities on human vulnerability and adaptation to climate change. A professor of geography and Canada Research Chair in Global Environmental Change, he was one of the first scholars to study the impact of global climate change on food security, and he considered the impact of climatic variability on society and economy. His work in assessing how communities deal with changing climate has been applied in dozens of settings in the Canadian prairies, high Arctic, to Bangladesh, Ghana, and Samoa. This work has helped establish concepts and methods that are now widely employed in Canadian and international climate change scholarship and policy. His exemplary academic career spans nearly 4 decades at the University of Guelph. He has published more than 100 peer-reviewed journal articles, 5 books, and numerous chapters and reports. Delivered more than 250 presentations, including many invited distinguished lecturers, and has directed major Canadian and international research programs. He has received awards for innovation and excellence in teaching, and has mentored dozens of young researchers, many of whom, like me, now hold senior positions in universities, governments, businesses, and non-government organizations. He has advised government agencies and organizations across Canada, including his recently developed Ontario's climate change adaptation strategy. Internationally, he has worked around the globe in more than 30 countries with governments, international institutions, and community organizations. As lead author to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, Dr. Smith is a co-recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize in 2007. Other honors include the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal in 2013, the Order of Ontario, also in 2013, and the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council Canada Gold Medal for Research Excellence and Impact, also awarded in 2013. His accomplishments have contributed to the international recognition of geography and collection. In well-deserved recognition of his illustrious career and important contributions to our understanding of climate change impacts and adaptations, I now ask you to confer upon Barry Smith the distinction of University Professor Emeritus.
I am employee Smith of the University of Guelph. I have the honor to name you University Professor Emeritus. Barry Smith will now give the Convocation next.
Mr. Chancellor, distinguished guests all, and the graduating class. I have a confession to make. When I was a student, one day I missed a class. It's no big deal. Some students miss all the classes, and some of them actually pass the course. The significance of my missing class was that in that class, we were given an assignment to prepare to give a speech at the next class. So I'm at the next class, and it quickly becomes apparent that I'm likely to be called upon to give a speech. Obviously, I haven't prepared, and I don't even know what the topic is. To make matters worse, the prompt was one of those that capability to identify people who are not prepared. So for this speech today, there's an homework. I asked people who had graduated, mostly in the last year or so, what they remembered most about their convocation speech. And the overwhelming response was that almost everyone remembered absolutely nothing about their convocation speech, not even the paper. So the silver lining here is that it doesn't really matter what I say. Because a year from now, you will have forgotten everything. In fact, even the parties I'm going to plan for tonight, by noon tomorrow, you will forgotten. Nonetheless, I'll give it a shot. The first thing I'll say is that you have accomplished something remarkable. You have completed a university degree. Congratulations, give yourself a round of applause. It's not just me that thinks your achievements amazing. Before the ceremony, I talked to some of your friends and family, and some of them were truly amazed. They couldn't believe that you actually completed the degree. In the year you were born, approximately 130 million other people were born around the world. And only a tiny fraction of them will graduate from university. So you've achieved something distinctive. But of course, you are also very privileged. Most of those 130 million didn't have a chance to go to university. So even if, well, you lived under a bridge and ate pet food, you're still privileged. But your accomplishment is even more impressive than getting a degree. You've graduated in social and applied human sciences. Now, I'm going to use the term social sciences for short, if you don't mind. And contrary to the occasional uninformed opinion, social sciences are profoundly important. I've been involved in dozens of development projects around the world. And we often hear that to promote development, whether it's in Uganda or Bangladesh or Bolivia, we need natural sciences and engineering and the like. And they're important. But if you ask any person experienced in international development, they will tell you that the overwhelming constraints on development are things like ineffective governance, political instability, social and cultural conflicts, corruption, lack of effective public institutions. That is, the things that social sciences address. And just in case you think that this applies only to international stuff, consider Canada. What are the pressing issues to be confronted in Canada over the next 50 years? That's when Europe will be making the decisions. Healthcare. The key issues will be about healthcare delivery. Who pays? What are the roles of the private and public sector? That's all social science. Employment and immigration. Economy and trade. Social sciences. Education. Social sciences. Healthcare. Okay, I think it's very conflict of interest, but it's still social sciences. Resources, energy. Decisions on oil and gas, nuclear, hydro, wind, solar. Yep. We'll need natural sciences and engineering. But the decisions, the public and private decisions about these things, this is the issue that social sciences address. And in my field, climate change. Some say, oh, that's an environmental issue. Well, it's way, way more than that. The causes of human modification of the climate are human activities, social sciences. The consequences of climate change, sure, they're physical and ecological, but they're also economic and social. They affect livelihoods, economies, communities, that is, social sciences. And the responses to climate change, perhaps reducing greenhouse gas emissions or adapting to the changing climate. Both individual actions and public policies, that's all in the realm of social sciences. So, social sciences, what you people have, is fundamental to the future well-being of Canada and the world. You have expertise in social sciences. Use your expertise. You are privileged, so you have a responsibility to use your expertise. Now, you make decisions of all kinds over the next 50 years related to these issues. As individuals, as family members, in your businesses, and your professions. And you'll play a role in politics, even if you don't want it. You need a vote or not. And maybe some of you will be Prime Minister, maybe you and you. And your decisions in all of these areas will be guided both by the information you have on the issue and your values or principles. Now, the information available to you is already almost infinite. At the click of a finger, you can get access to unbelievable amounts of data. Your charge will be to separate fact from fiction. So much of our information comes in the form of tweets and blogs, mostly opinions. Our communications are becoming shorter and shorter, essentially slogans, commonly promoting a particular ideology or dogma. And many interests devote massive resources to distorting or suppressing information. You will be presented with arguments as if they are conventional wisdom. And some of these conventional wisdoms are fraudulent and have serious consequences for you and your family at any time. The links between tobacco smoking and disease were well known in the 1800s and well proven scientifically by 1950. Yet public acceptance of those facts was undermined by a concerted public relations campaign by the tobacco companies. They paid for local studies, they undermined the science, they claimed that discouragement of smoking would ruin the economy. Now, this misinformation campaign was so successful that action by public agencies was delayed by decades, resulting in hundreds of thousands of deaths in Canada alone. So the information available to you will be filtered and distorted by all sorts of vested interests. Even some governments suppress information and muzzle science. Now, assuming you find reliable information, what principles or values will guide your decisions? Would it be the well-being of humankind? Would it be maybe leaving the earth usable for future generations? Justice? Fairness? Happiness? as the philosopher Pharaoh Williams would say, you have to know what are your values? And you should check what values are presented to you under the guise of conventional wisdom. So as part of our work on intergovernmental panel on climate change, we had to summarize all the public research on the impacts of climate change. So we documented impacts on physical systems like sea level and glaciers, on biological systems like forests and pollutants, on food, on economic sectors, on livelihoods, on health, on lives themselves. Then we were advised to convert all of these different impacts into one number, dollars. Why? But we were told it was conventional wisdom that policymakers needed just one number, and economic costs were paramount. Now, I know sometimes we have doubts about the ability of some decision makers, but most of them actually can consider more than one thing at a time. But conventional wisdom went out, and so we started converting everything to dollar costs. So, food shortages, they were not nutritional value, but monetary value. For communities inundated by sea level rise, it was the value of the building blocks. For glaciers, it was the price that people would pay to go see a glacier. The value of polar bear was what 100 would pay to shoot a polar bear. For disease impact, it was the cost of the healthcare system and so on. And then we got to the value of human lives. And I was sitting next to Dr. Selina Cook, one of the most respected scholars in the world, and a personal mentor of many years. So the calculus for the dollar value of a human life, according to this conventional wisdom, was to take each country's GDP and divide by the population. And when you do that, a person from Canada, me, was valued $52,000. A person from Bangladesh, Dr. Cook, was worth $740,000. The conventional wisdom is that all things can and should be valued according to monetary cost. Even when that idea or ideology is spurious, totally unnecessary, and quite frankly offensive. Now, such presentations of ideology as conventional wisdom are common, even here in Canada. The Atlantic cod fishery was once one of the most productive fisheries in the world. And it was the foundation of livelihoods and economies in Newfoundland and other parts of Atlantic Canada for generations. Increasingly, the industry sought to maximize profits in the industry. And our technology allowed us to find and catch almost every single fish. The scientists wanted to be over-harvesting on the spots of treasure. But there was opposition to limiting harvesting in Canada, with arguments like, well, we can't hurt the economy for the sake of the environment, or let the market work out, or we can't lose jobs. This was the conventional wisdom, and people accepted it. So what happened? Of course, the fishery collapsed completely. This wasn't just an environmental disaster, this was an economic and social disaster. Companies went bankrupt. Thousands of jobs were lost. Communities were devastated to this day. All because people naively accepted the so-called conventional wisdom, which was actually let short-term economic gain prevail in a non-market situation. Now, of course, some conventional wisdom is actually wisdom. Conventional wisdom says, when hammering in the nail, avoid hitting your thumb. Now, that's logical, and I can tell you it's supported by empirical evidence. Unfortunately, many so-called conventional wisdoms are really spurious arguments. Just recently, just the other day, Kinder Morgan, a pipeline company, made a submission to Canada's National Energy Board to expand their pipeline capacity. Now, my point is not about pipelines, I may be correct. My point is about arguments. And one of their arguments in their report, and I quote from their report, Oil spill response and cleanup creates business and employment opportunities for affected communities and for cleanup service providers. I'm not making this up. By this logic, we would encourage traffic collisions because they would create jobs in hospital emergency wards and funerals. If we accept these sorts of arguments. My point is, check what is presented to you as conventional wisdom. Don't just accept a catchy phrase. Use your critical thinking skills. Use your social science expertise to assess the merit of arguments. With your degree and its privilege, you have a responsibility to challenge misleading claims. Don't be indifferent. Stand up for what you believe. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much for the thought-provoking and Well, the moment has arrived. Will the graduating class please rise? I have the honor to present to you these scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements made down by the Senate of the University of Utah that they may be admitted to their various and civil degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me with the University of Utah, I hereby accept you for admission to your various and several degrees, and with all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining to their degrees.
The members of the graduating class, please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, if I could ask you, please, I know some of you will want to get a shout out to your party in particular here to see today, that's absolutely fine. But if we could reserve the thunderous applause till the end of each degree program, great to see you. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars in the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree Bachelor of Applied Science on this program. Emily Alexander Barrett with distinction. Ariana Barrett. Melissa Anne-Marie Blanchard. Caitlin Henry Bridge with distinction. Alexandra Katerina Caravella. Rita Mel Cardinelli. Monica Elizabeth Cordasco with distinction. Tanya Constantine with distinction. Laura Elizabeth Crawford. Catherine E. Crichton with distinction. Sarah Maureen Hamilton. Avery Lynn Francis. Jessica Rowan. Angel Lynn Gagnon. Joanne Gardner with distinction. Rhiannon Jennifer Dean Gibson. Ashley Elizabeth Gordon with distinction. Stephen Ryan Robert Arnold. Jessica Frances Huntington. Paige Elizabeth Buki. Sorry, I think that's not with the station. Hillary Carol Eagle with the station. Lauren Visito. Erin Michelle Jenkins. Stephanie Alexandra Perry with the station. Rebecca Keo with the station. Erin Jean McKinnon with the station. Jennifer Victoria Madison. Lauren Brianne McDonald with the station. Kendra Ann McClellan with the station. Emily Ann McWaters. Carly Christine Mikey with the station. Erin Christine Nichols. Alexis Rachel Moore with the station. Trisha Muldoon. Siobhan Olivia Knights with the station. Kayla Paige Nicholson. Anastasia Pollack. Megan Elizabeth Reddy. Daniela Samantha Robbins. Stefania Zaconi with the station. Chelsea Chung Yan Sobro. Caitlin Denise Spears with the station. Lindsay Amber Stacy. Erica Steele. Jenna Shelley Marie Vanderbilt with distinction. Madeline Leslie Whittle. Natisha Jean Lewis. Ina Teresa Schwartzman. Olivia Grace Walton. Rachel Wall. Vanessa Margaret Zoris with distinction. Please join me in congratulating these students. I'm not going to present you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Science, but they need to get to the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English program. Alexander Bassett. Emily Catherine Bird with distinction. Stephanie Bishop with distinction. Eric Joseph Bombardier. Mark Anthony Castro. Hannah Ruth Charles. Shelby Diane Clark. Helen Dennis Carson. Adam Bruce Cohen. Justin Paul Crowe. Pamela D. Devereux. Martina Michaela Uwais. Amanda DePivo. Chantal Jenny Rapone. Madeline Beth Ricard. Nicole Elizabeth Duncan. Julia Shayna Elliott. Victoria Irving. Lauren Xander Pizarro. Emily Jane Dean. Devin Haley Eden. William Harding with distinction. Stephen Hoffman with the station. Lauren Marie Hodgkins.
Yay, Lauren!
Jennifer Cowell with the station. Megan Hughes. Brittany Elizabeth Cameron with the station. Elizabeth Jameson. Lauren Ann Jesperson. Kara Johnson. Isabella Messerschmidt. Michelle Cabanez with the station. Eric James Clark. Valerie LaFay. Megan Red D'Souza. Zachary Samuel LaCourse. Kevin Maria Gracia. Sydney Robertson Mayer. Margaret Ann Sullivan McAlee. So this is reading the card. I didn't realize I was saying that somebody new. Jeffrey McEwen. Megan Melina. Melissa Natalie Nucci. Christopher Muir. Holly Marie Noble.
Holly?
Andrew Daniel Payne. Stephanie Picasso. Kate Elizabeth Pinero. Heidi Caroline Reed. Sarah Candace Rosalind Pine with distinction. Benjamin Ramsey. Claire Elizabeth Wicker. Sarah Ray Wicker. Stephanie Lynn Rumpy with distinction. Erica Russell. Caitlin Mackenzie Sheppy from Station. Kira Catherine Second.
Go, Kira.
Christina Marie Seventh. Jamie Brooke Smith. Karen Nicole Taylor. Hillary Leanne Giselle. Nicole Catherine Ward. Danielle Patricia Watson. Jordan Webb with distinction. Emma Woolbridge. Emma Grace Young. Mr. Chancellor, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, please recognize this group of scholars. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, the newly admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts General Program. Hillary Michelle Searson. Taylor Lee Chamberlain. Charlie Lynn Collins. Melissa Nicole Cousins. Dakota Creedy. Carolyn Davey with distinction. Savannah Page Duchin. Melissa Marlene Keenan. Emma Noel Valier. Danielle Hanlon. Anna Elizabeth Leanne Tyler. Sydney Vera Jane Person. Thea Teresa Carza. Heather Laura McGee. Ashley Nicole McEntee. Taylor Ray Morales. Samantha Nye. Nicholas Oakley. Emily Martin Rutledge with distinction. Jessica Ann Sanford. Laura Sandy. Ursula Vivian Fox. Megan Trottier. Matthew Brian Truman. Sarah K. Wagner. Jessica Ruth Norma Wilson from the station. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulations. I have the honor to present you these scholars in the College of Social and Applied Human Science, the dedicated related to the degree of Honors Science, Bachelor of Science Honors Program. Kristen Marlene Murphy. Stephen Darrell Stanley.
That's my boy!
Abby Nicole Trasher. Please join me in congratulating these students.
Put your hands together one more time to the teacher. I would ask you to confer the various principal degrees on the graduates listed in the program, but unable to be present at this ceremony.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and the University of Guelph, I confer the various and several degrees of extension from the graduates of present.
Chancellor, members of the platform committee. So, you did it. You really, truly finished. You've got your parchment, piece of paper that proves it. You're good to go, and you are a graduate of the University of Guelph. Maybe just for a few minutes, we'll ponder and think about what it means since you stride away from here. What do you carry with you? What does it mean to be a Briton? Well, I hope you take with you a great deal of knowledge. Not precise information about the things that you learn in class, although I hope some of them may someday be of some use. What I hope is that you will take away from here what it is learned to be a critical, aware, and caring citizen. One who can actually use information to generate knowledge and wisdom. And then someone who will care about the planet and people around you. A person who knows how to do things. A person who wants to change lives and improve life. So, despite my eminent colleagues saying don't listen to trite phrases, I want to ask you to think about the gripping code. I want to ask you to think about the things that might make a difference, both in your own lives and the lives of others. And that code is a cute mantra, all words beginning with the letter L. It might both help you and define you. And perhaps on those days when you feel less confident, because let me assure you, no matter who you are, how successful you appear to be, we all have days when moments of doubt creep in, moments of wondering whether this is really worth it. So here are 7 areas. Number 1, live. Live life to the fullest, every single moment of it. Push yourselves to do something new. Try everything just once. You'll never know whether you like it or not if you don't try it. And in trying, you might just have some fun. Or at least, you'll have a ridiculous story to tell people about what you did that was really stupid. Don't live. Second, laugh. Laugh at yourself and with others. Nothing should ever be too serious not to find something to laugh about. When I first started working in the refugee camps in Kenya, I was really puzzled. Despite the fact that these people have absolutely nothing, and in many cases, their faces are just a facade of the deep and unimaginable sadness and tragedy they experience. These people laugh. Why would they do that? And then I realized they laugh in the face of adversity to chase away the gloom and defy the despair that besets them. They laugh to make their own lives and the lives of other people better. So live, laugh, and the third is learn. Never stop learning. Only by being alert to the changing world around you, by being flexible and alive to possibilities, and taking the time to really learn about a situation, will you be able to live a life that is filled with possibilities, change, and hope for the future. Live, laugh, learn. Listen. Listen. Only by truly listening will you really understand what is going on in this world. But don't just listen to others. Listen to your heart. Deep down, all of us have a voice, a moral compass, a sense of what is right or wrong, what makes us happy or sad. Listen to that heart and work tirelessly to hear the beatings of its rhythm and the pulse of others, to know how to act with courage and commitment. Live, laugh, learn, listen, live. Know when it is time to go, time to move on and leave others behind you to take up the confidence. Have confidence that the footprints you leave behind will make a difference because you've done the job really well. Those prints will be an indelible mark on the lives of others, and the shifting sands of time will not wash them away, but create a permanent momentum of what you have done and what you've achieved, not necessarily for yourself, but through the lives of others. So live, laugh, learn, listen. And perhaps the 6th all of us require that special magic to see and seize the opportunity. So be on the lookout for them. They happen all the time, and they so often come from the work that you do. William Jefferson once said, opportunities, in his words for life, usually come dressed in overalls. It was his way of saying, you really have to put effort into your life in order to find the life. So live, love, learn, listen, lead, have love. You all know what the last one is. So when you ask them to demonstrate, you have asked the graduates to stand up and turn around and applaud the people who clearly demonstrate the light. So now that you're fully fledged Griffin, go out and take on the world. We really need you. In a world that is driven with injustice, that is challenged by dogma and prejudice and disadvantage, our only hope is you. Do something. I don't care whether it's actually taking on some of those leadership challenges that we know are those issues that face society. Or whether you should just decide today to make someone's life better. And how do you do that? By simply smiling. Just set out from today to smile at somebody that you don't know. It helps them along their journeys. Find ways to include people of all ages and stages, all genders and races in everything we do to make this a better planet. So, take your confidence, take the values and ideals that you've learned here, take your friendships, take your broken code. Yes. Those of us that are left behind will be watching you with great pride. I celebrate and salute your successes, and I wish you every success in the future. Thank you. Following Convocation, the Dean's arranged there's reception and the atrium of the Science Complex. I hope that you will take the opportunity to attend. Please take lots of pictures. They are the memories and mementos that you will bring back year after year. I hope you'll return as alumni to the university in 2 weeks' time with alumni weekend. And this year there will be people who graduated 16 years ago attending. So make sure you've got those pictures because you will want to talk about what your lovely, well-cared wife is. You'll want to talk about those ridiculous shoes that you try to wear when you leave. I'm not sure what the girls will talk about. Actually, there were only 13 boys. I do have one favor to ask. We're doing 22 ceremonies this week, which means that there's already a gang of people waiting outside that way to come seething in to the hall. So for fear that you are crushed, when the procession has finished and the chancellor is processed out, would you please make sure that you leave by the doors on this side and you won't be washed away outside. tsunami in the evening. And at some stage, either to the tents or in the science complex, please return your minds.